Welcome back to the Utah Jazz MyLeague here at NBA 2K16. This is episode 5, and we'll be taking on the Sacramento Kings in a March 13th game in today's episode, as the Jazz are currently sitting at 22-43 so far in the season, and they're entering today's game on an 8-game losing streak. Their most recent win was February 25th against the San Antonio Spurs. Somehow beat the Spurs, and then we lose 8 straight to the Nets, the Celtics, the Raptors, the Grizzlies, the Pelicans, the Hawks, the Warriors, and then most recently a 1-point loss to the Washington Wizards 2 days before tonight's game against the Kings, which will be in Sacramento. And that 22-43 record for the Jazz has them at 14th place out of 15 slots in the Western Conference. The only team worse is still the Denver Nuggets, who are, of course, in our division. As far as the Jazz stats go, Rudy Gobert has 12 rebounds per game, which is 5th in the entire NBA. He has 2 blocks per game, which is 7th in the entire NBA. Gordon Hayward leads our team in scoring with 18 points per game. He's got 5 rebounds and 5 assists per game as well. Trey Burke has 13 points per game and 6 assists per game as our starting point guard. Alec Burks, starting shooting guard, has 12 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. The Kings, on the other hand, are led by their big man, DeMarcus Cousins. He's averaging a double-double a night, 18 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. Rudy Gay has 17 points per game, averaging 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Darren Collison, 11 points, 6 assists per game. Rajon Rondo, 9 points, 5 assists, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists per game. And after last episode's game against the Phoenix Suns, we went out and re-released Raul Neto. I know the Brazilian guy, he is a Utah Jazz MyLeague legend with how much I trash on him, but that's a point. There's a reason why I trash on the guy. He's just bad, not good at all, not good at anything. So we went out and signed a guy to replace him for the rest of this season. Just take his place until Exum comes back next year. And that is Pierre Jackson, who is a point guard out of Baylor. He can shoot. He's got decent speed. Figured I'd sign him, give him out a try. So he is our backup point guard right now. And then, between our episode last time and this one, the trade deadline and All-Star game has also passed. So Gordon Hayward did make the All-Star game. And we did make a trade. One trade, nothing else, just one little trade, and that was Trevor Booker and our second-round pick from Denver we had for 2018. So 2 years from now, a second-round pick in Trevor Booker was sent to the Oklahoma City Thunder for Steve Novak, who's just going to be a year rental, and then he's going to let go into free agency, and the Oklahoma City's 2016 first-round pick. And now that's basically a second-round pick with how close it's going to be to the end of the draft. But first round is a first rounder, and it's Trevor Booker, who doesn't really play a role in our team at all because Pleiss and Larry Sanders get playing time over him. Even Withy gets playing time over him. All right, we are in Sacramento, the capital of California, for a Kings and Jazz game. Starting 5, 1 of 5 for the Kings is Rondo, Meeks, Gay, AC, and Cousins. For the Jazz, it's Burke, Burks, Hayward, Lyles, and Gobert. As we have the tip-off, Gobert versus Cousins. Gobert doesn't even jump. Cousins wins it. Kings go to have the ball. So Rondo, top of the three-point line, working on Burke's spin move straight to the rim. He lays it in, and that's the first point of the game as Rondo gets the layup to go down 2-0. And now here's Burke. Gives it over to Lyles. Down low to Gobert. Kicks it to 3 for Hayward, and he knocks that one down for a triple. Bang! 3-2 score now. Cousins working down low on 2 men as he gets the hook shot to go. It's 4-3. Just back and forth here, back and forth. Sacramento in the lead. And then a layup from Lyles as Jazz are now in the lead. And now AC working down low, gives it down to Rudy Gay, who slams it down with authority. 2 hands, and now the Kings are in the lead. 8-5 is the score now. Behind the back pass from Lyles over to Burke. Knocks down the easy mid-range. And it's an 8-7 ball game. Kings still in the lead here as Rudy Gay slams it down. 10-7 Kings now. Jazz with the ball, Burke driving, down low, Alec Burks, a reverse dunk. 1 point game now, 10-9, Alec Burks on the dunk. Rudy Gobert working down low, gives it down low to Hayward, cutting to the rim, he gets the layup to go down, and the Jazz are in the lead 11-10, and here Alec Burks slams it down. 3-point lead for the Jazz. 5-point lead here as Gobert just extends it, makes it a 7-point lead on working on Quincy AC there. Darren Collison here dunks over I believe that was Gobert who stuck his hand up, and now it's 19-12 later on in the first. Collison gets blocked there by Sanders, and the Jazz are going in transition. Burke down low to Hayward, over to Burks, and he slams it down in transition. Two-handed slam, 23-14. Jazz is the score. From the corner is Omar Caspi. The Israeli knocks it down, 23-17 for three. So now, Cauley Stein down low to Christos Koufos. I believe it's Christos. It might be Kostas. Koufos. I know it's Koufos, I think. I think I can say it. Here, Hayward misses a three. Rebound goes to the Kings. They go down the other way with it. And then Hayward ends up redeeming himself later on in the quarter with knocking down a three. So here, Steve Novak swings around to Sanders, over to the three-point line, back to Novak, and he knocks down a three. That's our first action of in-game of Steve Novak right there. Here, Rodney Hood misses the three. Rebound, swing around the three-point line. Novak over to Rodney Hood once again. He gets another chance, and bang! Knocks down the triple. 32-25 will be the score. Jazz in the lead over the Kings at the end of one. So pick things up here in the second quarter as Boogie gets blocked by Pleiss. The rebound goes to the Jazz as they ran transition here. Jackson in transition knocks down the three. That's Pierre Jackson, our new backup point guard, number 55, as Rudy Gay with the floater in transition. 37-29 is the score now. Rondo, behind the back pass, goes right to Burke. It's stolen by the Jazz. They're going the other way. Burks over to Hayward. Fadeaway mid-range in transition. Gets the shooter's roll, and it's a 10-point lead for the Jazz. Here's Rudy Gay dribbling through the defense, and he slams it over Lyles. Slams it over Trey Lyles, and here's Rondo. Open it to Rudy Gay. This man just is all over the place. He's dunking all game long. And then here, the Sanders goes and dunks for the Jazz. And then the Kings go down. Rondo over to Gay. He gets a dunk, and it's just a dunk fest here. Jazz dunk, Kings dunk. Jazz dunks, King dunk. And then Sanders over to Lyles. He dunks it for the Jazz. Just Jazz dunk, King dunk, Jazz dunk, King dunk. And here's Cousins over to Gay. He tries to get a bucket, and Sanders rejects him. That's the end of the dunk streak. So Hayward over here to Burks, and he resumes dunking for the Jazz. 47-37, 10-point lead. Lyles gets the hook shot there over Boogie. Who's Boogie? Nobody ever heard of Boogie. There's Trey Lyles, though. And then Larry Sanders working on Jody Meeks, whatever reason he's on him for. Cauley Stein gets a dunk here for the Kings towards the end of the first half, as it's 53 Jazz, 41 Kings at the end of the first half. Pick things back up in the third. Here is Hayward. Gives it to Jordan Lyles. Two-handed slam. Hang on it for a while for some intimidation points. 55-47 as Jody Meeks gets swat down, blocked from behind by Gobert. But then Boogie just does this to Gobert. Works on him like he's nothing, even though Gobert's an amazing defensive center. But I guess he can make that. And the Boogie makes a mid-range shot. And now it's 61-56. Kings closing the gap as Burks misses the dunk. It rims in and out. Rondo goes in transition for the Kings. Down to Rudy Gay. Gets the layup to go down. And the Kings are coming back. 61-58 now. Jazz still in the lead. Burks makes the transition long too. 63-58 now. Boogie working down low. Gets it to roll in. 3-point game now, as Gobert finds Lyles for the long two. Now it's a 5-point game, 65-62 later on, as Collison just gets a shot up at the end of the shot clock. Koufos gets the rebound, gets it to go down, and the foul, so he's now 65-65, tied it up. Jazz in the lead now, but then Sacramento takes the lead here, their first lead since the first quarter. So Gobert swings around to Ingles. Aussie for three. 70-69 is the score. Kings of the ball now as Butler. I think it's Rasul, maybe Karan. Some Butler just laid it in and gives the Kings a lead. But then the Jazz go down, they lay it in, and at the end of three, it's going to be a Jazz lead. 72 Utah Jazz, 71 Sacramento Kings as we head to the fourth. Gordon Hayward down at the baseline, kicks out the three for Burke as he knocks that one down. Bang, bang, bang. 78-75 is the score. As Burke will drive to the rim, singular, Burke, just with the point guard. He knocks in the layup, and then Gordon Hayward for three, misses it. Rebound goes to Gobert. They kick out to Alec Burks, and he knocks down the three instead. So 83-77. Later on, it's 83-79 as Jody Meeks gets blocked. No points for you. And then the Jazz turn it over here. Kings go in transition. Rudy Gay chooses a layup over a dunk there. Now it's a 2-point game. So Hayward kicks at the 3 for Burks. He knocks it down, makes it a 5-point game. Back to a 2-point game now, 86-84. Burks knocks down the 3, makes it a 5-point game, 89-84. Rudy Gay goes in, layup for the Kings, and it's now a 2-point game. 1-point game now, 89-88, but Trey Lyles dunks it, makes it 91-88, 93-88 now. Jazz in transition, and Gordon Hayward gets blocked on the one-handed tomahawk by Rudy Gay. And the Kings are making their comeback now. Rondo gives it down low to Cousins. He lays it in. 3-point game here with 17 seconds left. Rudy Gay slams it on the tomahawk. 1-point game with 14 seconds left. They would end up fouling Hayward. He's going to make some free throws. Makes the first one, makes a 2-point game. Makes the second one, makes it a 3-point game, and the Kings have the last shot. Inbound is blocked but collected back by Evans. Swings it around to 3. Rondo is going to take the 3 for whatever reason. He misses. Rebound goes to Gobert. They'll foul him, but it's just not enough as the Kings fall to the Jazz at home. Jazz come away with the victory 97-92 here on the road. And your hashtag We Are Jordan player of the game for this Jazz and Kings game is Trey Lyles. 18 points, 3 assists, 8 boards on the day for Trey Lyles, the rookie out of Kentucky. So for the box score, the Kings had DeMarcus Cousins go off. He had 32 points, 7 boards, 14 of 23 from the field. Rudy Gay, 24 points, basically all dunks. 11 for 20 from the field. Alec Burks for the Jazz, 23 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 for 13 from the field. Trey Lyles, like you saw, he was the Jordan player of the game. 18 points, 8 boards, 3 assists, 9 for 12 from the field. And then Trey Burke had a double-double, 11 points, 11 assists. He was 5 for 6 from the field. So with that being said, that'll wrap things up here for this edition of Jazz Basketball. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.
Football.